Welcome and welcome to the present. Arsenal 5, Crystal Palace 0. Now, the scoreline flatters the performance. Let's be real. Let's not cap. The scoreline flatters the performance. But guess what? A win is a win. I've been desperate for a win. I'm not going to come here and act like save or regardless of the performance was not the best, was not the poorest, no capping. But after we scored the first goal, courtesy Gabriel with that fantastic header from that corner, we labored to get ourselves to the game. Crystal Palace were a bit defensive. Yeah, they're a bit conservative. They're trying to bait us out so they can counter. But we struggled and struggled. Then the second half, we added Gabriel added. Was it in the first half? We scored both goals. Let me make sure I'm not delivering wrong information. Let me make sure I'm not delivering wrong information because it's very important we don't give out wrong information, right? So we scored the first goal. Why is this an own goal by Henderson? No, that was Gabriel scored 2 goals. Yeah, we scored 2 goals in the first half, and the second half, Trossard in 59 minutes added the third. Then Martinelli scored 2. He scored a brace in the last few minutes of the game. Shout out to Oximoto. Without those 2 Gabriel goals, what did we do? Exactly. Not much, right? Not much. We're not exciting to watch. We're not exhilarating to watch. We're a bit laborious. And there's a conversation a lot of Arsenal fans will not be ready to have right now. Now, let's celebrate and enjoy this victory. But Rice, baby, is making our midfield a little bit pedestrian. This is not West Ham. It overslows down the game sometimes. And I'm looking at Rice with a side eye. Now, defensively, Rice is fantastic. But offensively, drive to the middle, being unpredictable, dropping the shoulder, beating players, giving those incisive passes, creating from the midfield. Rice, baby, is not looking like it. I'm sorry, for the level of which we expect our midfielders, whether defensive midfielders or offensive midfielders, we expect a level of industry, a level of creativity, a level of artistry. And Rice, baby, at this moment, he's not giving us. Shout out for Gabriel for helping us with that first 2 goals in the first half to calm our nerves. And after calming our nerve, we did not play too much. Even in the second half, Trossard scored that fantastic break. That was a proper goal. I enjoyed that. Then the 2 late goals from Martinelli, kind of a defensive mistake, but with this, if you don't buy a ticket, come in the lottery. So Martinelli deserves his accolades for those 2 goals. Now, if you look at the 5th goal that Martinelli scored, what did you notice? That pass from Jorginho, that's what we expect to get from Rice. Unfortunately, Rice don't give us that. And unfortunately, on Jorginho's side, he doesn't have the legs, the energy, and the industry of Rice. And Partey, who can do that, is struggling fitness. So as much as we want to, as Arsenal fans, we celebrate the fact that Rice is one of the best DMs in the league. Offensively, he has not. He's not up to speed to the expectations we expect from him offensively. I don't know whether you improve on that. I don't want to pass judgment right now, but even though when we're winning, it was getting away with it because the likes of Saka and Martinelli were actually playing well and were able to score and get out of jail. But right now that we are struggling for goals, the creativity in the midfield, if it's not Odegaard, likes of Rice, even sometimes Kai is not doing great. Now, Kai's creativity is not elite. He is better as a second striker, ghosting into the box. That's not his strength. So the way we play, when Partey plays that position, Rice plays, it adds creativity to it, aside from the defensive traits he provides. So now there's no overanalyze the game. It was a good victory against Crystal Palace, a team that is struggling. We won 5-0. The score line is very, very flattering. But the performance, if we're going to be honest as Arsenal fans, was not the best performance we were expecting. We huffed and puffed a lot. We're a bit pedestrian in the midfield. We're slow. we're not effervescent, we're not laying siege on them as well as I would think we should. Crystal Palace, this team that came to play us at the Emirates, they didn't offer too much. Yes, they were a bit defensive, but what did Crystal Palace offer? Nothing. Easy, huffed and puffed. There was no Olise. We all know Mateta. He's just a bully. I was going to say I was on my phone the whole time because it was kind of boring. No, kind of boring. Let's be fair. Yes, I am not going to get overly critical because we still won the game. We've struggled we've not won our last 3 matches. So winning a game and winning with a 5-goal margin is a good start. It's a very fantastic start. But the performance coming from the fact that we in the first 10 games we were actually well controlled, well drilled. It leaves a lot to be desired. Hopefully, there will be a kickstart to us going on a run. But if I'm going to judge just solely on performance, there's still a bit of work for us to do. I'm so happy that Martinelli got 2 goals, got a brace. Hopefully, that will add to his confidence level. That will push him to the next level. I'm happy that Trossard got a goal, even though he had that chance he missed in the beginning of second half that he could have done better with. So it's not bad overall. We could do better, but this is still a fantastic start. If you look at the possession stats, right? Let me look at the possession stats right there on my phone. We are 61%. They had 39%. We had 21 shots, 6 on target. They had 12 shots, 5 on target. So it shows that we did not our target rate was not the best. They had 7 corners, 6 corners. So the match, watching it as an Arsenal fan, did not fill me with a lot of courage. To be honest, I wasn't excited because I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? But let's see whether we can improve in the next match against, I think, Nottingham Forest. We're playing Nottingham Forest before we play Liverpool. We need to improve. Especially the tempo of which we are playing sometimes is a bit too slow. When we recover the ball, our transition is not quick enough and is not creative enough. And what is causing that lack of urgency and creative spark in our transition? A lot of you are not ready for that conversation because nobody can criticize Rice, baby. No, you can't criticize him. What do you mean? He has been 8 over 10 every game. Yes, in the first 10 games. But in the last few games, even though he picked up a knock, unfortunately, hopefully the knock is not as severe because he still walked over the pitch. Gabriel looked like he picked up a knock. Hopefully he's fine. He looks fine because some on the bench smiling. So Gabriel should be fine. We don't know how severe Rice knock is. But if you watch the fact that Jorginho came in, and we saw how Jorginho impacted the game. Now, Jorginho, I don't hate Jorginho. I just think he doesn't have the legs where if you're playing against a more compelling, competitive teams. But Rice, he has the energy, right? He has those legs, but creativity is not great. Who do we need in the next 10 days before transfer window closes? I don't think we're going to get anybody. I'm just being factual. I'm being logical. I don't think we are going to do any business. I say I don't think. I'm not saying it's impossible. But looking at the way Arsenal moves and looking at the market, we don't have the money, number one. Number two, if you want to get quality, nobody's going to give their quality player on loan with an option to buy. I don't think it works that way. So, and if I go very honest, right, aside from the full-backs area where we need one or two, at least a body, Tomiyasu should be back from the Asian Cup very soon. And Timber, according to reports, should be back at least by March. So why would we go and get a player that might not be of that quality and it will not be easy for us to shift? Because if you're going to get a player from any other team on loan, most of them are going to be demanding an obligation to buy, especially if the player's quality. Nobody loans you their quality player on a dry loan. It doesn't work like that. Nobody's loaning you their quality player on a dry loan, except for Manchester United, and Sancho is not quality. So I don't think we are going to get any player. I won't be shocked if we get one, but my personal opinion, I don't think we're going to get any player before the end of the transfer window. It is what it is. I understand the intricacies of how the transfer window works sometimes. You don't want to just get any player. Remember when we got Cedric Suarez, right? Look at what he has turned out to be. When we got Pablo Mari, look at what it turned out to be. Sometimes just getting anybody doesn't cut it. You need to get at least a bit of quality so that you don't dilute what you have. I get it, you have a few injuries here and there. You are desperate for results, but even though in our desperations, we have to be very sensible. You don't want to compound your problems. You want to alleviate your problems. So I get it why Arsenal fans will think we need to get a body here or there, but where's the quality body you can get in the winter transfer window? Where are the qualities? The quality players. And if they are quality players, they're going to be sold for a king ransom. Number one, and we don't have that kind of king ransom to pay. And number two, nobody's loaning your quality player with obligation to buy in the winter, especially if they are still in key competitions. It is not just feasible, it's not just plausible. That is why I'm saying we are not going to get any player in before the transfer window open. So let's just enjoy this victory. Let's still enjoy this victory. The scoreline flatters us a lot. I agree, but let's enjoy it. Let's see how we perform away against Nottingham Forest. So it's not horrible. Jesus was a so-so today. I didn't enjoy his performance so much. He was making some dumb decisions here and there sometimes. It is what it is. If you ask my man of the match, Oxmoto, who is your man of the match? I would like to know, because if you ask me for my man of the match, nobody stood out like that. All our players, they are still carrying this burden of the losses they've had in the past. They were overthinking sometimes. They were not shooting properly. They were overpassing. Even among what I was saying was an average performance for most of the players. It's tough for me to pick out a player that looked excellent. So if I'm to probe and just pick one, who played well? I'll just give it to Gabriel. Yeah, for helping us alleviate that pressure by scoring the first goal and scoring the second goal. I just give it to Gabriel. Gabriel was my man of the match. Aside from him, who was excellent today? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Who do you think was excellent aside from Gabriel? For me, it was Gabriel. He looked like someone that was keen on proving a point. He looks like he loves Arsenal. He didn't want us to remain in the precarious situation we were, and he showed it by scoring those goals, and he showed it by his performance. So Gabriel, for me, gives us a lot of quality, both defensively and offensively as a defender, and a quality player that we cannot afford to actually lose. I'm happy the supposed knock is not as serious as it looked. He actually went back to the bench and sat there. It looks like it's not as severe as some of us were thinking. And that's it. So 5-0 is not a bad way to come back and get back on the horse. It's a fantastic one. So guys, do me that favor before you guys leave. Make sure you like the video. Very, very important. Make sure you subscribe. Do me that honor. I will appreciate that very, very much. So guys, I'll be leaving for now. Hopefully I'll come back later in the day to do another live where we can properly analyze the game. If Mr. Efosa is available, I should be here to do another live content with him. Just make sure you turn on your notification bell so when I drop the schedule, you guys can get it in your notification. So I'll leave for now. Enjoy the victory. It wasn't the best of performance, but a win is a win. Sometimes you have to just chuck in your ego and take what you have on the plate. A win is a win for now. I'm not going to pick and choose for now. So guys, like the video on your way out, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.